The guest chair is the Raising Cane's guest chair this week.
Ooh.
Game days are better together. Game days are better with Cane's. Raising Cane's chicken fingers. One love. Ross Tucker here with us. Hi, Ross.
Hello, guys. How are you?
That's good to see you.
Am I?
Are you overmodulated? I think.
No. I don't have my own self. It's all right. I can't hear myself there well. It's fine. I hear you guys fine. So wait, listen. Here's the deal. I was lead off for Dan Patrick too. So I'm lead off twice now.
That feels like a pretty important thing.
Yeah,
right?
I like it. I didn't realize you guys were like this big a deal on TV. With everything going on, like you got 5 guys back there.
You act like it's your first time here.
No, but I just forgot. Like, do people actually watch this? Who watches?
No, it's
all of New England.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You'd be surprised.
All of New England watches.
Every old age home, every stadium office, any of the 4 big stadiums back home, they all watch.
No, you know what? It's actually for your time slot, especially. It's the perfect TV show.
It is
because no one just like sitting like. You're doing stuff. You're on your computer or whatever, but you can hear you guys talking about Boston sports.
Among other things.
Yeah.
Yeah, we get into it all.
Yeah. Like myfrontpagestory.com.
Oh, of course, myfrontpagestory.com.
Which is what Zoe needs to do. I can't believe. Zoe, are you still married?
Yes.
I can't believe that.
Why do you say it like that?
I'm just surprised.
You know how good of a marriage we have? It's like Ken and Barbie. Like, it's like, we're
Well, at any rate, if you want to keep it going, you got to get her a story all about how
Chris
amazing.
last night. She's happy.
Yeah, that's fine, but you got to go to myfrontpagestory.com.
Yeah.
Get her the best Valentine. What do you usually get her for Valentine's Day?
Oh,
Flowers?
God, not donuts. No, definitely not donuts.
Not donuts.
Tell you that.
Definitely not.
God, don't
You
do
did that one time?
No.
Either that, like, could you imagine, like, if I got her, like,
The short
pajamas?
version is Dunkin' Donuts was a sponsor. We were doing the read for Valentine's Day donuts, and we were supposed to say that Zoe was going to go buy donuts for Valentine's Day. They were special Valentine's Day donuts. He's got the copy in front of him. I say, Zoe, you're going to go get the Valentine's Day donuts? He goes, nope. Nope, definitely not. Not doing that.
She'll kill me.
And now Dunkin' Donuts is no longer a sponsor.
Well, so you know what's funny? I have a flower sponsor for the Ross Tucker podcast, so I get 0 credit every year when I get my wife flowers. She goes, "I know you didn't pay for these. I know you just got these because you're sponsored." Like,
See,
I didn't get credit.
I
for
get
it.
the same thing, so I don't even send
At
it.
any rate,
myfrontpagestory.com.
all right. Here's the 30-second
Best,
spiel.
most unique Valentine's gift day.
You literally
idea there
talk
is.
to a writer for 10 minutes while you're driving home from work.
Yep.
Tell them how amazing your wife is. They write this incredible story. It looks like it's on the cover of the newspaper, framed like the Boston Globe.
And those don't even exist anymore.
Yeah, exactly. Pictures of you and her. I'm just telling you, when she opens it up, to be able to say, honey, I want to do something special, so I had a story written about you, like that sounds way better than donuts. It's like the opposite of donuts. And then when she actually reads the quotes, like, I don't thank her, even if your wife doesn't do anything for you, just say, I don't thank her enough for all the little things she does for me and the kids. They cry every time. myfrontpagestory.com. You too, Beetle.
Thank you.
Wait, you got a wedding ring on?
Yeah.
I can't believe that either. myfrontpagestory.com.
Now you're just trying to even it up. That's all you're doing. I was just telling you off the air that Week 17, Patriots, Chargers. What a week.
Oh.
What a week. What a broadcast, Ross Tucker. Great job. Great. NFL executives, put Ross Tucker on more important games than Week 17 Saturday
Okay,
afternoon.
so here's my question. Are you saying that because you genuinely thought I did a really good job? Or are you saying that because I said the Patriots, like I talked about the Patriots' issues on their roster and that they were bad in certain spots?
All of it.
You talked about real stuff. You weren't Trent Green.
Yes.
No offense to Trent Green. I'm friends with Trent. I love Trent. But, like, you're not a try. You're like me. I think you call it like you see it.
Yeah,
Like,
it's not like
that happened. Call it.
I was actually the stat that came up is they had like 29 fumbles or 29 turnovers, whatever it was, right?
Yeah.
And I was just like, listen, when you have arguably the worst O-line in the league and arguably the worst receiving core in the league, you can't turn it over 29 times and have a chance. That was my point. My other point was everybody's talking about the coaching. I really felt like if I were the Crafts, where I would have started was making sure I feel good about who's making the personnel decisions. Because after Drake May, they got like nothing out of their draft. I mean, nothing. And then you think about all the guys that they decided to reinvest in. How many of those contracts are you happy about? Like
that's what Rodney said
Jabril
too.
Peppers
Rodney's
and
all over that.
Duggar and like the guys they paid Godshaw. Barmore has his own deal, but if you
Barmore's a good player.
I know, but you're not getting a return on that investment yet.
Not now.
Out of those deals, the ones you'd feel good about is Hunter Henry.
Yeah.
Maybe Austin Hooper.
Yeah.
So my
Austin
point
Hooper,
is,
Hunter Henry,
Austin
Hooper.
Yeah. Home run.
Listen, every front office executive has a batting average. None of them hit 1,000. We get that. All I'm saying is, whoever it is, Elliott Wolf, whatever, their batting average in year one was low, really low. So to me, that would have been the first decision that the Crafts had to make. It sounds like maybe you guys know more than I do, but the way Vrabel's coming out and talking about, and I love Mike. We were teammates 05, 06 till I got traded to Cleveland. Thank you, Bill.
Football Siberia.
Yeah. So anyway, but the way Vrabel's talking about it and how much he's looking forward to working with Elliott Wolf, what I'm feeling, and maybe you guys know, does Vrabel have the final say here? Is that what's going on?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
I think he breaks the ties.
Yeah.
Is what it is.
Yes.
All right, so then he doesn't care.
There's no way he comes in and he works copacetically with him if things aren't.
If
the way
Elliott
he
Wolf
wanted.
is the guy in charge, making the decisions, I don't think Vrabel takes the job.
No, I think you're right.
Correct.
Yeah,
Correct.
I think that's correct. I also hold it against the guys in the front office that they did not walk through that door a year ago. Elliott Wolf has worked for the organization for, 5 years?
Yeah, he's
Matt
been around.
Groh has been there for a long time. I mean, these guys aren't new.
But they weren't making the decisions.
Understand.
You're either
I understand
the one making the difference or you're not.
It's Bill's call, but
they don't have a single good draft in there in the last 5 years that they can point to be like, well, they hit it out of the park as a team on that one.
They can't pick receivers.
They swung and missed a bunch of times. I'm holding I know that Bill had final say, but I'm not giving them the, hey, they've only been here a year, you got to give them a chance.
Dude, how about
they didn't start over. If they'd started over,
right,
and they brought in new people and the draft for their first draft didn't look good, I would be more forgiving in saying, hey, they just hired the guy a year ago. Give him another second year and see where it goes.
They doubled down, though, on guys giving them contracts, saying these are our core guys, and then, none of them played that well.
I don't disagree with them firing Mayo. I support that move, but I just don't understand how you can fire the coach and not fire the GM. That doesn't make sense to me.
No joke, my number one concern about firing Mayo was messing with Drake May. Because I thought, if we all agree, all of us sitting here agree that they had arguably the worst O-line in the league, right?
Yeah.
I'm not going to say they're worst, but arguably. And
not even professional.
And arguably the worst receiving core, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
We all agree with that, okay?
Yes.
So then for them to get the production that they got from Drake May is, really actually pretty impressive. And so I was a little bit nervous about messing with that and moving on from Van Pelt. Whether you love Van Pelt or you hate Van Pelt, he got a lot out of Drake May.
He sure did.
For what he had around him. And I've seen guys get ruined when they're constantly in a new system every year, which is why I did like that Vrabel hired McDaniels, because he's never getting another head coaching job. McDaniels not getting another one. So what I like about it is if you brought in some young stud, right, and Drake May has an amazing year, that guy might get a head coaching job somewhere else. McDaniels is not getting a third head coaching job. So if he can work well with May, they could be together for years, which I really like.
You played offensive line.
Yeah.
The two tackles. I just, to even week 15, 16, 17, I'm killing the tackles out there. And they're like, well, it's not their fault. Well, okay, then I'm tired of hearing it's not their fault, meaning it's the players, not the players' fault.
No,
somebody put them out there.
No.
You know what I mean? I've never seen two tackles as bad as what we had to get through.
I follow the offensive line in the NFL closely, okay?
Yeah.
I'm prepping for the Cardinals game. By the way, I must be bad luck, because before the Patriots-Cardinals game, you guys played the Colts and looked good. And then before
right up until the 19th
drive.
But then the Chargers-Patriots game right before that, you guys played the Bills and looked good. So both times I was like, okay, all right. And then I do the game, and they look terrible. First of all, you guys know I do Eagles preseason, and I do some stuff in Philly.
That offensive line is built.
Oh, my gosh. If you saw Jordan Mailata, the left tackle for the Eagles, 6'8", 380, and Vidarian Lowe walk in here right now, you'd be like, you got to be kidding me.
I text these guys during the game. I'm like, this is, again, number one takeaway coming away from all these games once the playoffs start is the offensive lines at the next level.
The Eagles are monsters, bro. They're straight monsters across the board. So, but you know what really bothered me about the Patriots? So, first of all, I'm doing that game. I've never heard of DeMontre Jacobs or Ben Brown that week. So you got two guys starting I've never heard of, okay?
They're newer. Yeah.
Right, yeah. But then also, like, you know what bothers me the most? Onwenu didn't play that great. You know what I mean? Like, that's another
did not have a great year.
That's another
Got
guy
paid,
that
didn't have a great year.
They put a ton of money into him. It goes back to the Elliott Wolf thing, and maybe it's not Elliott's call. I don't even know Elliott Wolf, but my point is, like, you need that guy.
Yeah.
That guy has to play well. The guy that you paid that's been starting for
Sadly,
years.
people around him bring him down, I think.
Well, you can't let that happen.
I know.
And then we had the game where Strange played at center, but no, it was a mess. Their offensive line did not give them much of an opportunity. But I'd also say this, like, in the Cardinals game, you know, Vidarian Lowe got beat like 3 straight plays. You help him. You can slide to him. You can give him chip. You can have wingbacks. You can have the tight end. Like
West Coast, we call what we roll with, man.
There are things to help those guys.
So I think when people start talking about the team as we head into the offseason, they quickly come up with 6 or 7 moves that fix everything for this team going into next year. Realistically, how much can they fix from where they are now to where they will be in September?
So I'm of the mindset you don't have to have great players on the offensive line. You just can't have guys that stink. You know what I mean? Like
guys that belong in the league and coach them.
You would love that. Here's how I describe it to people. I would rather have 5 average starters than 3 Pro Bowlers and 2 below average guys. The below average guys are why you lose games. The average guys, you're fine. Like you're going to be fine. That I think that they can fix quickly. I think between free agency and the draft, they can get 5 competent guys up front, which would be huge. They're fine at running back. They're fine at quarterback. They're fine at tight end. Receiver, they got to get somebody. It's interesting because, you know, they have all this cap space, and I remember Mayo saying
burn some cash.
But he said something like, but you know, we're not. That doesn't mean we're going to go out and get T. Higgins. He literally said that in the meeting. Like, so I don't think Mayo. Now I don't know if Vrabel have the same philosophy. Mayo was not. He was thinking a big middle class, as opposed to spending big money for the stars. And I'm okay with that also. You know what I mean? Like I'm okay with not spending $40,
Isn't that
$35
what they
million
did last offseason, though, when we talk about all those guys they signed back and what's the return on them? They did. Yeah. They brought back
but those were their own guys. That's different than going out and getting like a competent receiver. I also think the receiver market's gone crazy. Michael Pittman makes $24 million a year.
That's insane.
Like a good game for him is like 6 catches, 88 yards.
Right.
Saquon Barkley, he makes twice what Saquon makes.
T. Higgins is going to end up getting like $35 million.
Yeah, it's crazy.
You're going to have to pay him.
He is.
Yep.
He's going to get paid.
See, but I do think, like, okay, you got David Andrews. He'll be back at center. David's going to be back because he's glad where it's going. You keep Michael Wenu at right guard.
Yep.
Sidney So is built like Michael Wenu. He's your left guard. So
why wasn't he playing at all?
He was nicked up, and then he got caught behind the 8 ball.
Sound like they liked Layden Robinson.
Yeah,
and it sounds like they want Strange to play center.
Yeah, so you've got like 5 guys for those 3 middle spots. You just got to go get a free agent tackle and then draft a guy in the second round. You got your 2 tackles.
Yeah, well, how do they feel about the Caden Wallace?
The jury's out on him.
It's too
Robinson
soon to know.
they love. He's got a little mean streak in him.
But yeah, I watch a lot of Penn State football.
Come on,
he didn't bring it till that last year.
Right.
I was very disappointed in him until his last year. He was extremely talented, but up and down, inconsistent. Then the last year, he was really good.
You see this current Penn State line? Rucci's kid's having a tough time cracking it. That's how good their line is.
He did towards the end.
He did at the end. He
was
well
playing great.
Yep.
Yeah. Evidently he had a broken hand he was playing.
I know.
Unbelievable.
MyFrontPageStory.com. Make sure you go there.
Way
and
better
tell
than
them Ross Tucker
donuts.
sent
Unless
you.
donuts are a sponsor again.
No, they're not
then
here.
Donuts are great.
No. Ross, great to see you.
Always great to see you guys. Thanks for reaching out. And by the way, everybody that was tweeting at me saying I canceled, I didn't cancel anything.
The handler.
They made that up.
He sent the dogs.
The handler.
And the only way you can make up for it is going to myfrontpagestory.com where all your wildest dreams will come true.
He gave us a curveball. That's what happened. The handler.
Curveball.
See you, dudes.
Ross Tucker. Make sure you check out the Ross Tucker Pod.